country, Nigeria, everybody's busy watching a football match between Guinea-Bissau and obviously the Super Eagles of Nigeria. The game as it stands still 1-0 and Nigeria is taking the lead. But then, away from sports, welcome again to Gospel Life News, where we bring you guys updates concerning music, and that is across the country. The news is making a whole lot of sense, and I'm here to give you guys all the updates as it concerns the news. I want to say a big thank you to our fans out there for doing what you guys do. We love you guys so much. Thank you for your time, energy, and consistency. You guys have shown that you guys have our back, and we're promising you that we also got your back massively. The year is new, so basically we have more updates coming your way for France. Basically, you don't want to miss this one. All you have to do is please and please put on your notification button so you'll be the first person to know whenever we make a video. At the time, you can stream us up on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Please come through. We all are waiting for you in this space. Like I said, news is buzzing. Let's see what the news look like. We'll begin with Burna Boy. We saw Burna Boy Fino and Burna Boy song Do I Remix enters the top 10 of the UK official Afrobeat chart at number 8. Now, we had the big toss on Apple Music today because we saw the point Do I was at number 2, but obviously IDK overthrown it to number 2, and then Do I currently sits as number 3. But then that's one song that a lot of person never knew we wanted, and I'm glad we have that song because the song, I think for the Apple Music numbers now, right, it's been a tussle. Number 1, Ego, Mobad and Ckay and Mobad. Number 2, IDK Whiskey. Number 3, we have Fino and Burna Boy with 2 remix. Moving on, we saw 21 Savage, Burna Boy, and Metro Boomin. Just like me, I've just surpassed 10 million streams on Spotify in 2 weeks. Bro, that's massive. Now, remember I told you guys that this Burna Boy songs, right? They're songs that don't judge them by the first time. Just chill. Having 10 million streams on Spotify in less than 2 weeks just shows that this guy's, as a matter of fact, he came out just last week, and then this weekend we saw where it was already doing about 10 million. So basically, in a week, this song has done 10 million streams on Spotify. That's a massive one. It does not get better than this, and we can't just wait to see what the next couple of weeks, months, and maybe next 1 year will look like for this song. Moving on, we have Portable as the next guy on the news. We saw Portable coming through with his new single, the one he called Dabira, an amazing one produced by Stupondi. Stipondiet. Now, as funny as he has this guy, but anyways, I saw where Amazing Jam Portable is that guy that release song every now and then. He has his account is filled up, trust me. Portable on his Instagram page have like on every 7 posts you see a new single, and they post a lot. Possible post like every day, and then on every 7 posts, you're sure to see a new single. That's to show how much Portable is hardworking and how much it makes records almost every now and then. Moving on, we saw Portable coming out to give an insight where he said, "You don't have money, but you're sleeping." And then he's saying, "You shouldn't sleep if you don't have money." Basically, this year, remember, our anchor is no grief for anyone. Portable is saying, if you don't have money, you have no business sleeping because you'll be awake hustling to make money. He came out to say at the point people were calling him Mugu and all of that. But then Mugu, as it's called, is a rich man, is a millionaire. And he's saying people are calling him Mugu, they don't even have money and they're sleeping. He's saying you should not be sleeping if you don't have money. Moving away from that, we saw there was a fracas in the team of with Portable team overnight to this morning where he was beaten and rushed to the hospital. And then reports have it that he was paid by some persons to come and do a collaboration with them, and then it was paid a sum of 2.5 million naira for the collaboration. And they were not in the country. They came to the country for the collaboration, and then he said they invited him over to come to Aja for to have the record, and then he said, yes, you pay me 2.5 million naira, right? But then to bring me to Aja is from Aja to Sango is quite far. To bring me from Sango to Aja, you have to pay me 1 million naira. Then he said, because wherever he goes, he sprays money, and then he's going to spray that sum of 1 million naira. So to bring him, you have to pay him 1 million naira. That's about 3.5 million naira for the collaboration. And he said he went to Aja, did the song, and after his song, they said he should refund the money. And then he said, no, he was not going to do that. And then they said they came at him, rushed him, beat him up. In his words, he said there were about 40 persons who came at him, beat him up. And then he said they were all on dreadlocks, and he was just there helpless, and his enemies were around him, beating him. But then his manager came through, called the police, and the moment they sighted the police, Portable said they all ran away, and the police came in, did their duty, but obviously it sent Portable to the hospital where he has been there receiving treatment. But while that is still in conversation, we saw the snippet of Portable and Skepta collaboration. Trust me, we cannot wait for the full body of work. Trust me. Now we saw Jangalova came out on Friday. That's Skepta and Odumodu Black came out, very decent one, amazing jam. But this time, Skepta is also set to do one with Portable, and the snippet is out. We're seeing what that one looked like, and then we have reports that this song with Portable might just make the Skepta album. Still on Portable, saw where he came out on the story to post that he's in pain and he's on his way to the hospital. He also came out to say, Omo logo surrounded by my enemies. Now God they cover me Zazu. These people really do me bad. But thank God, say man, no be God. He said they didn't vetty, but thank God that man is not God. Moving on away from Portable, we have Ckay as the next guy on the news. Ckay has come out to promise us that he's about to begin his year on a very, very high note. He's saying on Friday he's coming through with two amazing singles, and he called them Is It You? And that is one, Mysterious Love and Is It You? These are songs he's set to release come Friday, and Ckay is looking to go the route. Is looking to go the route of Love Circle again, having the Is It You or Mysterious Love. And on Friday, we can't wait to see what this one will sound like. For some reason, people said Ckay is actually a lover guy who loves singing about love, but maybe is this a time for Ckay to switch to other genre of music? Performances, Ayra Starr was said to have trekked to the venue of her performance, and it was said that there was traffic and she couldn't get to the venue on time, and then she had to trek. Now, that's what the commitment does to this job. Now, when you put your life into this P and all of that, Burna Boy said in the song, he said he put his life into his job. Like, bro, that is the commitment level when you put your life to this thing. You trek under the rain, like anywhere that you're singing, you're performing because you love this P. I'm sorry, Star, defining all the odds to trek to make sure that she performed at this place. And it was said that she got there about 3:30 a.m. to make performances, and we saw our audience loved her, and then we loved the fact that she also could make it, even though the time was on her favor. About 3:30 a.m., Ayra Starr was still performing. Moving on from that, we saw Ayra Starr while performing. We saw where she went on to meet a fan who mysteriously, this is stuff that happens with celebrities when you meet a fan, their idols and all of them, and then they cannot resist it. We saw the fan crying effortlessly. The fact that Ayra Starr was approaching her, singing to her, and this is the love. Basically, I'm sure this fan will forever live to remember this day. Moving on from this, we saw the prince. We saw the prince coming out to give full details about what the contract with Rema looks like. And then, according to the prince, speaking with MTV, they came out to say the contract with Rema is a very unique one. It's one that had so many ends on deck. It's a contract that has the likes of he explains the fact that Rema is signed to Mavins and then Jones and Ward. These two big home Rema, because Rema is a big artist, and then he said only if we all know the number of ends that are on deck just to manage Rema. And obviously, somebody as big as Rema, you have to have more than a full team to manage Rema. But then he gave clarity to the fact that Josie Ward is on its own, Maven is also on its own, and then but they both manages Rema. Moving away from that, we saw the Afro Nation in Portugal. We've seen the first batch of artists are set to perform on the 26th to 28th of June 2024. And then we have artists like Nicki Minaj headlining it, Rema also headlining, Ashake is headlining, J. Osh is also headlining, Nino is headlining, Daju and Tacey are all headlining. Then we have Omale, Tyler, Flavor, Diamond Platinums, Odumodu, Shea Black, The Composers, Lissandro, Major League DJ, Uncle Wiffles, Musa Keys, Focalistic, Kelvin Momo, Melo and Sleazy, Tyler ICU to Melo, Vego Deep, Carbon Fella, York Stadium, Justin 99, and missed others. But then it's good enough that we have our own Nigerian guys, likes of Rema, Ashake, Omale, Flavor, Odumodo Black, Shay Vibes, all going to be performing in Portugal come June 2024. Just coming in today, like I said earlier, Ckay's song Egu currently sits as number one on Apple Music, and it's a big one because the song also not just sits as number one on Apple Music, but then number one on Apple Music, Audio Mac, Boomplay, iTunes, Spotify, and Shazam. It just see that is how you know you made a cool song. When your song is doing good numbers on about 5 DSPs altogether, it just shows that you have created magic on that song. It's a pity that Mobile is not here to see what he has worked on the song Egu. Moving on, we saw Omale have just surpassed 100 million views on YouTube with the song So So, an amazing jam, a jam that's given him so many accolades, and that one have just surpassed 100 million stream on YouTube. Finally, we saw Tems. I missed all the talk about how Tems is a bad performer and this and that and this, but then we saw the fashion team called the Kids and the Bossa Show. They thought it fit to invite Tems to come perform and grace their stage. And then we saw Tems mounting the stage and doing what she loved doing better, performing songs like Ayra and singing songs like SF with Whiskey. These are memories. And for Tems, a lot of people need to understand that Tems performances are not one that want to make you on your feet and jazz or something. They are performances that want to make you reflect and think about what she's saying, because Tems is that good. Anyways, that's the end of the news. But just to give you an update, Nigeria theme actually doing good. Almost scored a goal, but they said cancelled. But then there was a scare at the point when we considered a goal. All of these updates that doesn't concern sports, I'm giving you. But back to music. Thank you for joining me. I'll catch you guys.